Alright. Good evening, everyone. Diablo here again. Gonna get a little bit further tonight, I think. Last time, we reviewed some of the footage on the security office, and we have to make a decision on who we think the killer is. Or at least the killer for Luna's murder. And I looked over it. And I've been thinking about it, and I mean, I don't think it's Kay. Like, that answer feels wrong. I mean, why would he need to spend all that time there when he couldn't have known there was a security camera watching him for the beginning and ending of that sequence? Like, here, so don't think it's him. It could be Clover. It could be Dio. The only thing about Dio is that he's only there for like a second. And I'm not sure that'd be enough time to do all that much. But he did something, clearly. And I don't know why he would have just, like, ran up and killed her and then ran away. But, I don't know, it feels weird to... It feels like the easy answer is Clover, because she was there first. And then Dio did something sneaky. But if she was panicking as she ran away, I don't think she would have... I don't know. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and start this up. I can't review the previous because we're going off the save. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Dio. Just he's been the most suspicious overall. Might not be him. I can't say for 100% certainty, but yeah, whatever.
What makes you so sure?
And
you think that something was killing Luna? It's not a very strong argument.
It isn't. Who do you think it is?
Right now, the most likely suspect is Clover.
Why? Luna could have still been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed her. Yeah, I don't think it was Kay.
That is true. This footage isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one other thing into account, then she starts to look a lot more guilty.
And what's that other thing?
What Dio said to us at the White Doors. Kay wanted us to go into the White Doors, right? You told him you wouldn't leave 3 people behind to die. What did Dio say to you?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He would only have said that if he knew that only 2 of us would be going through the door.
Trying to get us killed. Telling the 3 people to die. 2 of us will be going through the door.
Do you understand?
So, he knew that we had Luna's bracelet, which would mean he also knew she was dead, right?
Exactly. If he hadn't known she was dead, he would have said something else. He would have objected the moment Kay suggested we go through the door.
That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna?
But he said nothing.
Which means either he killed her, or she was already dead when he got into the room.
Almost as if he never expected her to be there in the first place. Now, why would he do that? I can think of two reasonable explanations. Either Luna was already dead when Dio entered room 2 in the crew quarters, or he killed her himself.
Right, so yeah, it definitely can't be
If the
Kay.
latter was correct, however, I suspect he would have behaved differently. If Dio had killed Luna, he would have made sure to do something that he thought would cast suspicion off of himself. Most likely, he would have asked about her absence.
Whereas Luna, Sigma, and Phi won't be able to get through the white doors without her.
Although it clearly wouldn't provide an ironclad alibi, I imagine he'd think it would make him less suspicious. That's why it's relevant that he said nothing about Luna. Of course, this doesn't mean he's innocent of killing her, but it does make it seem a lot less likely.
Mm-hmm.
So, if what I'm saying is correct, what does it mean?
I mean, it means probably... yeah, that when he entered the room, she was already dead.
Exactly. Clover also has a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yeah. The movement of the A-B rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman.
Mm-hmm.
Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off, or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection
I
gun?
would guess after she went through the yellow door, she would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know for sure because... and we may not be able to find out because she might be dead now.
We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. But there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No. Nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
This is Zero Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay, well, let's go find Clover. I guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth. Assuming she's still alive.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
Mm-hmm. She is. She has to be. I don't know, man.
I sure hope so.
But I mean, where are they? Or what happened to them? Because it wasn't just her. Tenmyoji was gone too, and we still don't know what happened to Quark. Like, people just straight up disappeared from this building. Like, it's not like we found them dead or anything. We just don't find them at all. That's the weird part. Granted, this is a pretty big place. So I guess there was nothing there. We head back to floor A. Well, No one's here.
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking.
I mean, I hate to say it, but maybe we just get out of here. I mean, if they really are, if everyone else really is dead, the four of us that are still left are all at 7 or 8 BP. When we play this AB game one more time, we all get 9 points, and because it doesn't even matter which one we pick, we'll get at least 2 regardless, because the other side won't be able to pick anything. And then we at least get out of here,
We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator.
I guess.
Got it? You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
I know this isn't that big of a place, but I do feel a little apprehensive about us splitting up at this point. Yeah. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just a strange cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there, poisoning you. I turned and left the room.
No good.
Well,
There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong? You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others?
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. I turned and headed for the door at the far end. I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. Nothing. Oh. First thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up to my throat. The lead ball turned to ice and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs, and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Why?
Look. See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this.
Probably not.
It's a cut on Tenmyoji's left hand. Looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Must have been deep.
Then the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected. The tubocurarine must have killed them.
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. Someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them. They didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
You find something?
Yeah.
If I bent down to pick up something up, hand it to me. A cyan bracelet. It's Quark's.
Correct. It has 9 BP, too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. If Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
No. This can't be happening. Yeah, he's gone too.
Hey, Sigma, calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
But
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
a ray of hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
It's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right, he's got 9 BP. Wait, so you're saying he escaped and came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible, too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's enough! Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent and deserved to die, but I swallowed my words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first.
Why?
Clues
What kind of clues?
to who might have killed them. Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
I mean, there's only 2 people left at this point. What's
I
wrong?
can't find anything.
Huh?
I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can... Oh, the spray bottle's gone.
Right.
Do you think the killer took it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
Phi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke and began to gingerly examine her corpse. Then after a moment I saw her hand stop.
Look, see your thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
Yeah, it does.
Sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
It's written in blood. Must be Tenmyoji's.
It says 016.
Or 910. Could also be Dio if you put it in a mirror. What does that
Hang
mean?
on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's no use. Can't remember.
Don't get my hopes up like that.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with a soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who killed her.
016, huh? Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are Kay and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean.
No. There's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
Damn it. This is hopeless. I can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement of the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. Yeah, but it can also be... I mean... About this guy. I still think this guy is suspicious, because his room is also right there. But when would she have done it? We don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped a knife up in the handkerchief. And of course, now she's dead too. So who could have killed her? The footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behavior makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. But I will never know for sure. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Zero? Zero Senior? Who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist, and why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. I feel like my head's about to explode. Please, Phi, give me something, anything. A clue, a hint, come on, you've gotta have something.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, but how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to test.
That's it?
Well, no, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with the organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint, so you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything's glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean... the rec room. Phi and I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I'd been looking for. story that we haven't seen the other two either. What? What? Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen, a room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think. Was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect a brain from constant emotional bombardment? We need to just leave. Like, now. Something is killing everyone in this game. They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Bloodsteam? Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Say that two species of animal come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, but Species B doesn't. Horrible pain felt by Species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, some of Species B will manage to drag their wounded body to safety and survive. As a result, Species A is eliminated, only Species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no millions of years. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from Species B. Okay, that... I don't know about that, but sure. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. I think you're going a little crazy, Sigma. Genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into okay, yeah, he is, losing it. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
So you're saying Quark did this? So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there was no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous.
What is the alternative then, Phi?
Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
Alright then. Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
She was right. After the end of the second round of the AV game, Phi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the whole White Door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. So, who did kill them? I mean, the only thing they could have done is maybe they killed each other? There had been one time when I wasn't watching, a few minutes in the security office when I rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? No, because she couldn't have, otherwise she wouldn't have known the footage. The record in the security office weren't that far, unless she already knew that the footage would be there. But then we were with her when that happened too, weren't we? Well, maybe we weren't. No, I think we... I don't remember now. If the round trip took about a minute and she killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have been only taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded, probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? Might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. And where did something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Am I a golem? Hey, what you doing there, Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah,
It looks like his leg is tied to something.
2 things actually. Take a look at this.
A knife.
Yeah,
There's something engraved on the blade, too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer?
dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
Yeah, that was, what killed Alice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
From the looks of it, I guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters.
Yeah. So this is also the knife that killed the old lady. Yeah.
Right. Well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words,
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right?
right.
So if they match, then that means this knife was probably used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Still, why does Dio have it?
He must have gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AV room.
Right.
So Tia took it from her and stabbed her? If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get later?
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else. Don't you remember what I said? I found 2 things.
Well,
There
yeah.
was the knife and... this.
Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in Gollum Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it just in case.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Yeah.
And now Dio's got it.
So he took that off of her, too.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait, Kay's key? Yeah, it goes in the
Oh,
back of his
man.
head.
You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
What do you mean?
Get over here. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, and pointed to the back of it.
You remember this, right?
Oh yeah, so that's it. Unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Before I had time to prepare myself, I shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But
It's no good. Can't get it open.
why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it shorted the suit out or something.
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder.
So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah, no way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
She'd only been searching a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Look,
What is it?
a spray bottle with luminol in it.
That's the one Tenmyoji had.
Yeah,
Then, does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to the sink?
we don't know yet.
He could have also had the same idea that we did and tried to use it in this room for some reason. Why
Kay
not?
might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died. It's
Yeah.
possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
You going to check for a luminol reaction?
Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here, though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it.
Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look, Dio's left wrist.
The underside of his bracelet's glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here.
Which means Dio was responsible for one of the first 3 at the very least.
I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Which means he was likely... We've suspected that he's responsible for at least one of those. If not multiple ones. Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenmyoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah?
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Sr.?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Or at least a couple of them. Then who killed Dio?
Kay, perhaps?
Yeah, they might have killed each other.
After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Another descendant of species B. Dude, come on.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, then
All of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
what?
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Wait. Luna's dead. Clover and Tenmyoji are definitely dead. Kay and Dio are dead. Alice is dead. is not dead, but he doesn't have his bracelet. Who just opened a door? What the hell is happening? It's impossible.
Quark.
Quark? Quark opened a gate? Why? Why would he even do that?
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry!
I know, I'm coming. I mean, this also feels like a trap, but... Y'all need to be super careful going around corners now, because I think somebody's going to try to kill us when we get back to the A warehouse. Damn it! There's no one here. They run off?
Why would they run away?
Hell if I know. The hell did Quark open an AB gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open.
He must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room.
Yeah, I guess so.
We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when you searched them.
Right.
Okay, so maybe Quark's a suspect after all then. But what is he doing? Why is he even still in the building? He could have just left. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. You shouldn't write him off, like, because why would he need to at this point? He could just leave. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe.
That's impossible.
I mean, maybe,
You're
but...
being an idiot. It's much more likely he found the key card after they died.
Alright, let's go find him.
Any ideas where to look?
You know, honestly, at this point, I kind of feel like we should just leave. Like, if this kid doesn't want to leave and he wants to kill everybody or, like, hide, then that's on him. Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be?
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
I feel like this is a bad idea, but I think we may already be screwed anyway. Do you know something I don't? Also, one of us still has to vote, by the way, so we should probably... The room Dio and Kay investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Not really. At this point, I kind of want to just get out of here. Besides, Quark might be there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move. Director's office.
Probably belongs to the director.
I hope it has one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit in one that say stuff like action or cut, double D. Dude, now's not the time.
And that's what you think we'll find in there? Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really. That would make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
You don't need to keep asking me if...
Huh.
There's no one here.
The computer's been turned on.
Yeah. Maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this?
A lion.
It's
A
biting
sun?
a sun. It has a couple of input fields for user ID and
We
password.
probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
Phi turned and headed off towards a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun, remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe... Oh man, I think my head's getting a little fuzzy again. Wait. This was different. Why is he on the ground clutching his neck? Phi's in this one. Is this something I can't know yet? thinking, is there anything? It has something to do with this, like, I'm just wondering, like, okay, the first one, when we saw, what was it, Two Milkmen Go Comedy, was an anagram for Welcome to My Kingdom. Could, if the 9th lion ate the sun, be an anagram for something? And if so, what on earth would it be an anagram of? It's so many letters. If the, it's 5, 9th, 11, lion, 15, 18, 21, 24. If the 9th lion ate the sun, would be 24 letters, but we only have 18 spaces. So that can't be it. Man. I wonder if this is a thing where we have to, like, actually see some bad endings that will give us some hints, or something will happen in them that will help us remember. I think I maybe don't know this one. It was no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. Oh man. Is that it? That's really where it ends? Okay, so initial escape room. Made the first decision. Went to the magenta door. Kive's 12 of 12. AP game round 1. Wait, I picked ally. Went to the seat chromatic doors. The green door, Gollum Bay after escape. Round 2. Picked ally again. Security room, security after escape. Solve the mystery of the two-headed lion. I don't know. Okay, so this is going to take us back to the beginning. But mystery of the two-headed lion. Is there anything I could have seen that would have said, given me a hint or an idea as to what to do? I don't think I can solve this yet. I think I have to come back. I think this is like the coffin ending in the first game, where if you don't have the password, or if you don't have the right, if you don't know something from one of the other sequences, you can't solve it. So, yeah, I think we have to take one of these other paths. I have no idea which one, though. I mean, we could just start back up the tree and start taking these other paths. Like, if we'd made the last decision differently, what would have happened? Or the ones before it? I don't know, though. Well, I guess, no, I think what we'll do is we'll start from the top. Because I don't necessarily know if these will give us a lot of different information, but we may have to place, well, I don't know. Honestly, I think one of these could be as good as another in terms of learning something else that we don't know. Like, I noticed a couple of those pictures were, like, things where Fi had died, so I gotta wonder if maybe we have to get one of those to see something that would give us a password or give us an idea, which means it could be any of these. I mean, I was wondering if we were gonna die in this path, considering how many other people died. So yeah, I think we just, here, what we'll do is we'll go back, but we're gonna skip through this and see if anything goes differently. Okay, that part was the same. Okay, I I wonder if we can just punch this in. Well, this should be interesting. That's it. You did it. Good job. It's cake. Okay, so this part's the same. Try the doors.
Is that some kind of card reader?
Just look at this. Okay, we already knew that. So when Kay shows up, with Clover. This part's all the same, I think. So it really just comes down to the decision we make. Okay, I guess maybe we try a different one. Thinking we'll go through the yellow door with Tenyoji. Sound good to you guys?
Sure.
Fine.
That means Dio and I will go with Alice.
And we'll be going through the magenta door. All right then.
Better than getting stuck with that crusty old fart, I guess.
So, Clover, Luna, and I will be going through the cyan door.
I don't get to go with Alice? I'm sorry. I'll try and stay out of the way. I don't really mind you, but the K guy seems really suspicious.
We're all meeting one another for the first time. Aren't we equally suspicious?
Hey, I'm nothing like you.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We need to go. The doors are closing.
Come on, guys. Move.
3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Maybe we can learn something about the infirmary.
So this is the infirmary?
Looks like it. That's what it said on the door, after all.
The hell? Why is there an infirmary right next to a warehouse?
Well, it's probably here if any of the workers get sick or hurt.
What workers?
Did you see the size of that place? A little big to just be somebody's garage.
Then you're saying, excuse me. You're saying people work here?
Maybe not now, but judging from the lack of dust, someone was here until recently.
Excuse me. There's a door in the back.
Think it'll open?
No way.
How can you be so sure?
Just look at it. You see that thing next to the door? What's it say?
It's locked.
Lock.
No dice. It's not moving.
Are you blind? It says lock right there.
Yeah, I just thought, you know, maybe I could force it open.
Right. Let's have a look around, okay?
Yeah, good idea. Maybe there's one of those card keys around here somewhere.
Card keys. We mentioned card keys yet? Maybe we have. Then let's get started. Now I gotta try to remember when things get mentioned that I'm skipping past, but I think they had already mentioned those. Okay, well, I see something right away. A metal coin-like thing. Coin? I've seen a coin with a bump like that one on before. I think it's maybe part of something else, probably. Look into a notch. Yeah, probably. Monitor. Big screen, not showing anything. Arrows down here. Slot in the side. Okay, so we gotta put something in. Saw something like that in the AV room. Isn't quite the same size though. It's a card reader. Yeah, that'd be my guess. Okay. Got this is some sort of handheld scanner. It does appear to be on. Might be part of this thing it's sitting on. If we turn this on, yeah, I might be able to use it. So it's got a power button. Try pushing it. Why do I have to push it? Well, it might be a trap or something. It makes me want to push it even less. Fine, push it then. No, I'll do it. God, fine, I just need to push it, right? Please do. Please do. Alright, I feel like these two are, giving me a hard time here. Screen's white. Piece of medical equipment has been turned on. The thing on top seems like a handheld scanner. Okay, so we probably just need to find something to scan. Stands for patients. Don't think we're gonna have much use for that. We've got, I guess we can't get into this drawer. It's a notebook. Something important? Nah, I flipped through it earlier. All the pages are blank. Okay. Thinking this, I guess you can't get into those shelves. There's a bed here. Anything under the pillow? Nope. Huh, looks like someone cut a square out of the sheet. Oh yeah. Hospital bed with a square cut out of the sheet. Handrail. Make it easier for you to get in and out, Tenmyoji. I don't need you worrying about me. The heck is this? AED. It's an AED, just like it says. Okay, what's an AED? It stands for Adult Erotic Doctor. I'm kidding. It stands for Automated External Defibrillator, yeah. Use it to try and restart somebody's heart if they go into cardiac arrest. Uses electricity. Do you think we could take it out? Probably, but what good's it gonna do you? If your heart stops, sure, it might be useful. But right now, don't think so. This might come in handy if someone, well, I don't know if the turbo, I think the turbo, however it works, it might not be enough. So never mind. Defibrillator. We don't have any stopped hearts right now, so. What else? Door we came in. Yeah, can't go back to the warehouse. Okay. Scalpel, dangerous thing you got there. You know how the point is to cut through flesh. Just be careful with it. Okay. The bowl, wash basin, it's empty. Okay. Something down here. Oh my god, this is a laser gun. No. It's an injection gun. Pretty much what it says on the tin. It's a gun-shaped thing that gives injections. Should we take it with us? Nah. We'll just ignite the fires of war? All it's got in it is some saline salute. You can inject someone with it if you want, but it won't do anything. Do we know for a... Well, no, because her bracelet came off and she'd have a pulse, so... worn out key. It's a worn out key, probably a lock that fits it somewhere. Can we combine it with this thing? No, I can't combine these. You sure we don't need this? Okay, well, whatever. Door. Beds. Oh, wait, what's this? Metal stake. Combine this with the... Make a pretty key. Worn out key. I'm gonna shoot. Not particularly. This looks Spartan, but it's pretty comfortable. Okay, what about this? Looks like there's another piece of fabric. Oh, it's sewn in here. It's the same material as the bed sheets. Did someone attached a sheet to this sheet? I guess so. Why would someone do that? I don't know. That's the mouse. He's a rabbit. Oh, right. 0, the 3rd. What if we use the scalpel to cut this out? Yeah, so we got a piece of dirty fabric, which, yeah. What the hell? This thing is filthy. Looks like something's been written on it, we can't read it. Okay, so... Maybe we need to scan it. Center bed, match seems firm. Probably expensive memory foam stuff. Anything on this bed? No, doesn't seem like it. Okay, we got a mirror. We can't see anything and it's too dirty. Okay. Got water in the sink. The water, yeah, I don't know, that looks like a pretty stubborn stain. I don't think water's gonna cut it. Well, we don't know unless we try. Damn, guess it's not gonna be that easy after all. Told you so. This looks pretty old. Let's see if that's just enough water comes out of the faucet. I would think we would do something with that water, I just don't know what yet. All these blocks. Cover's going to keep us from grabbing them, though. There are 3 empty spots. 5 times 5 minus 3 is 22 blocks. Let's see, 4 different icons. There's the blue capsule, the yellow powder, the red liquid, and the green tablet. Blue capsule, yellow powder, red liquid, green tablet. Hey, check this out. There's a couple of keyholes on the corners. I'm not sure what this thing is, but I guess we'll need to unlock those keyholes before we get much out of it. Well, we've got a couple of keys. It looks like that's the right key. There's a key on the other side. Maybe we'll fit that one. Okay, so that's one. Now the other. What the hell just happened? The whole thing just moved out from the wall a couple inches. Can you pull it out? What do you mean, pull it out? Huh. Yeah, it looks like you can pull the case out. Well, let's have a look at it then. Sure. The red, green, and blue box to squares that correspond to the colors. You can move 3 blocks up and down as well as sideways by clicking and dragging the mouse using the arrow keys. Oh, I see. That was a piece of cake. I guess that was a passable performance. Good work. Why do I get the feeling your heart wasn't in that? Hey, did you guys see this? Luna's block seems to have filled in the empty spaces on the front. Oh yeah. 5x5 grid covered entirely by blocks. Each of the blocks has one of those medicine icons on it. Okay, I don't know what we do with that though. Anyways, 3 buttons on this drawer. Well, there's no handle, so I'm guessing the buttons are how we get it open. Thing over each one of them looks like some kind of counter. So that means these buttons that are pinned and press the check button. Alright, give it a shot. Oh, blue, yellow, red. Hold on a second. What buttons like to listen? Blue, yellow, red, yeah. I know what the answer to this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2. 5, 6, 2. Got it. Oh yeah, open sesame. Well done, Sigma. There's something in here. Found a note with colored numbers on it. Nothing down here. I'll check these in a little bit. Actually, no, I'll go ahead and check these now. Or maybe there's nothing up here worth noting. There are a lot of jars of medicine. I don't know what they are. This thing is full of medicine. None of them have labels, though. I don't know how to send them. Maybe just pick some and take. No, that's a terrible idea. Dangerous medicine you don't understand. So we'd be committing a. Oh man, trepanning. This? This is tubocurarine on the label. Yeah, that's the muscle relaxant in our bracelets. Can we get rid of this? Because I feel like we don't need this. This shouldn't be around. Get a jar with white powder, though. It's dangerous stuff. You should probably leave it alone. You should probably, like, dispose of it. Bottles of medicine. Don't recognize them. Okay. I don't think these bottles are important. Yeah. Okay. I think that's everything except the scanner and maybe this basin. What could we put in here? Got a jar in the basin. Okay. Got an empty jar now. White powder in the wash basin. Next step should be. Can I pick this up? And get... Oh, I know. Can I fill the jar? Yeah. Alright, you can throw shade, I guess. I didn't see any use solving this puzzle. Alright, I'm guessing the water also goes in here. Pour the water in. Hey, I got bubbles. So it's some kind of cleaning solution, maybe? Now we can put the fabric here. Aha! 5, 4. 5 pill red 4. 5, this is blue, red 4, yellow. Top lower. Oh. Maybe we put this here? It's the only thing we have left. Interesting. you're gonna put that fabric we bleached into the hole in the bed. Yeah. Looks like it's exactly the right size. Give it a shot then. Okay, then maybe we scan it? Handheld scanner. How about the sheet you put on the bed? Might as well. In the bed sheet will activate the scanner so you can read the hidden letters. Use the information to enter the 5-digit password and press the check button. I don't understand. Oh. Alright, screen changed. Okay, so that's the, yeah, that's the Unit 2, yeah. There was something that's in the AB room. The symbols are all different, though. Take it, used 2, saw 1. Yeah, we used a password like this to open the safe in our AB room, so you gotta write that down. No, it's okay, we can memorize it. You're gonna memorize it? Sure, no sweat. I've got a pretty good memory. Well, now I wonder... no. I was just wondering if there was maybe something else you could spell with those 5 letters. Still didn't do anything with this though. Card slot on the side of the monitor. Yeah, I didn't find a card for this. Still something in this room I'm missing. Don't have any use for this right now. I don't know when I picked that up. 312. Green, blue, red. Oh, maybe this was... blue, red... or blue, red, yellow. Okay, so that was to get that one. Right, that was the note we got out of the drawer. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. say? Okay, so this, for some reason I feel like there's more going on here. Yeah, like... One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. Somehow I feel like this translates into another set of numbers, but... count for though. Also, I think we're missing a... with it. Hover. That's the list. Okay. There's definitely some other combination we need to enter here that presumably gives us something else to scan here. It's completely different. What could this mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 12, 12, 4, 4, 4? Bottle, liquid, powder, pill. All of these are powder. Black has medics and icon. There's nothing else I can do with this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What does this mean? Wait a minute. No, not this. 3, 1, 2. 3 yellow, 1 blue, 2 red. Why haven't you put this back in? No. Partition. Old sink, twist knob, water comes out of the faucet. Wait a minute. How did I not find this before? Sort of clipboard. There's a memory card on here. Oh. It's a memory card. A scrap of paper. What's this drawing supposed to be? What's this thing? A clipboard with nothing to clip. Oh. Oh, here's this. You know, I should have realized that we hadn't solved everything when I haven't actually found the safe yet. Anyways. Before we do that, let's figure out what's on this note. Oh. This is telling you how to wash things. Thank you. Put the memory card in. Yeah. A, white powder and medicine bottle. B, water. Something on the screen. Yeah, it looks like some words. Is this a hint? This is stuff we already kind of figured out, though. Yeah, because this refers to this. White powder, medicine bottle, and B, water. And then you put something with it stained in it, and it comes out looking sparkling. None of that helps me with this part, though. What happens if I try to scan this? Hold on. So apparently you don't actually need the thing to be there. It looks like almost all of these have different letters. So that still doesn't explain this part. Where are any of these names? Is that blue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. No. There's got to be something else here. I don't know. I might have to come back to this one because I don't see how you determine the other clue. And it might be one of those things where, like, some of these are a specific color and I'm just not seeing it because of... I have issues with that sometimes, but... I don't know. It seems like these don't actually signify anything. Or at least they're not the right color for anything. Now it looks like... I guess that's just part of the clipboard. We used all the items. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have to, I think I'm going to have to come back to this one. Moon, sun, moon. Safe like this one in the AV room. Yeah. Yeah, it opens the same way. Try and find out. It opened. Well done. Good work. A whole bunch of stuff in here. We've got a map. Yeah, just like before. More stuff in there. Yeah, get the rest of it. Got a card. It's the Sun cards. They open the A, B rooms. They got an ambidex room. Yeah. Use these to open the A, B rooms. But how are we supposed to get back to the warehouse? It's where all the A, B rooms are. We can go back the way we came, but the door's locked. I think the answer to that is in the safe. So here's this note. Yeah, these are the additional rules. Once you open a door, you can go as much as you like. Yeah. Any color bracelet can go through them, but you have to escape before you activate the advantage. Yeah. Once we get out of here, we'll be able to head back to the warehouse. And another piece of paper. Somebody put a newspaper in here. Okay, this is the Radical 6 information. Continues to elude authorities. Spread across the globe like wildfire. It's confirmed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine, which is strongly advised. Radical 6, we still don't know what this is. Could we be in quarantine? I think we discussed that earlier when we found this in the previous playthrough. We can talk about this later. Right now, we need to get out of here as fast as we can. But forget it. Just do what I tell you to do, okay? Last thing in the safe is probably the key. Yeah, so we can finally get out of here. She's nodding. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's got to be some way we could understand this, but I don't know. If it has to do with counting a number of things that are on this desk. Like I said, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 blue. Can't tell what that is. And that one doesn't look like any. That just looks like... It doesn't look red, blue, or yellow. Neither does this one. But that could just be I'm not seeing it properly. Well, we'll have to come back and try this one again for the extra file. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Another elevator.
Huh. You think this actually works?
Dunno. Only one way to find out.
Hey, someone's coming.
Now the other two groups show up. Luna, Clover, and Kay.
With Dio, Quark, and Alice tagging along, looks like.
What's going on here?
We bumped into them a little while ago.
Who'd have thought we'd bump into you, too?
Let me see the map.
Oh, sure. Yeah, they all end up going to this location. Get it. All 3 routes end up
That
here.
map. It's just like the one we found in the crew quarters.
Oh, we found a map like that too. There was one in the lounge.
It's a lounge. Anyway, ours is in the infirmary.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The
Red,
one on
green,
the
and
left
blue.
is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
They don't open.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh. No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers? Oh yeah, the time left. It's like 2 hours. 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Well, looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Sigma, where's that note you found?
Right.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the crew quarters.
So there's one in each area.
Yeah, we got one of those. Found it in a safe in the lounge.
Yeah, we've seen these rolls before. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can.
He's saying we
I
have
think
to.
he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
6 then? Yep. One for each AV room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
Alright, fine. I'm going.
This is the infirmary then. We were able to walk right in, just like the note said.
That means you can come visit the lounge too. You'd like it, Grandpa. There's lots of alcohol. They've even got some of your favorite.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Maybe I'll go have a drink later.
What the hell, man? How are you so damn calm?
Yep. We noticed that they know each other. They're actually related. Someone behind the divider was talking to someone else. Hello.
Do you think there's a connection?
I can't be sure yet. But there's no way this is all just coincidence.
Yeah. There's even a 0.
Whatever it is that's going on, we need to get in touch with headquarters and fast.
Okay, so they definitely...
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so they weren't lying about working
They
together.
probably figured out we're gone by now.
Yeah,
Do you think they'll find us?
let's hope so.
How are these two connected? We kind of find that out in the other pathway. That message again.
Oh, you're finally done. You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
Ah, for... Yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Well, you really need me to spell it out.
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier. Namely, how do you get more BP?
Okay, so this part we've seen before. Oh,
Okay.
okay, so this part's the same,
Come on. Let's get her to the infirmary.
except not quite.
She might be old, but she's still a woman.
We found the woman, the old lady, she's covered in blood. Killer took it with him or was part of them. Right.
If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
Okay, this part's maybe the same. Tenmyoji just stared. Okay. This part's the same. She scans it. We think Kay is suspicious. Those specifics was we go in, we're really going in there. I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago.
What? Are you worried there's a ghost or something?
No, of course not. It's just doesn't bother you.
Nope. I don't believe in ghosts. I feel bad that she died, of course, but there's not really anything I can do about that, is there?
Damn, pretty cold.
I prefer bold, but whatever. Just don't let emotions get in the way.
That's pretty much the definition of cold.
Anyway, let's go. Looks like the others have already gone in.
Fine. So this part is probably the same.
No. Look at the screen. There's something there.
Okay, so this part is different. Start. Closes. We get a message from Zero. There goes
Yep.
the door. Yep.
Hooray! I've been waiting.
So if we've got some questions, who is it?
Oh, well, all of you, please
Please
stop.
stop bombarding me.
Other people in the other
Video is really loud.
BO is for real, BO. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the
Yeah.
so
More
no
questions.
answers for now. Let me tell you a sentence
Maybe game.
But it's not like each round will be a one-on. Well, there are two people each round, so
There,
it'll be
so-
more of a two-on-one battle. Now, I imagine you're all wondering. For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Tenmyoji and went through the yellow door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Tenmyoji. And it goes the other way too. Tenmyoji's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be me. And BO and Quark's enemy will be Alas. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word. After
Right,
all.
because you could
If
check
you
an
choose-
ally.
What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. First, I want
explains
everybody
this.
to vote.
Yeah,
You
ally
should
or
see
betray.
Oh, you guys have your BP. It's a little
Explains the
complicated.
BP.
The plus soup. You get to be, we call that. Just puts a smile on.
Uh-huh.
Next is what you if that happens. We call that. Somebody did that. The third choice. It's when you. This time we call that. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing. And finally, the very last. This is when you choose. If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely zero change in BP. Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here.
Yeah.
You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? No. Let me explain. Remember how I told you the two of you only get one vote? You get to choose once. That doesn't mean you split your points, though. You both get 3 points, or lose. In other words, what you see on this chart.
Right.
Okay then. I think that about does. Well, it'll just have to wait, I guess. After all, it's almost time.
Mm-hmm.
No, I won't wait, and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me?
1 minute.
You see, see you later. Have a nice trauma.
Yeah. So then
We don't
Fi
have time
tells
to talk
us
about this. Rock, paper, scissors.
to betray? What? Wait. This is different.
We have to
Okay.
decide who's gonna press the button.
And you think that's a good way to decide?
Just shut up and do it. 1, 2, 3. Rock.
Paper. Looks like I won.
Damn it. So what are you gonna pick?
I guess
We're
ally.
playing against Tenmyoji. Do you have any reason to think he won't betray you?
I mean, as long as Corp's okay, I think he's pretty, like, chill. He's not.
Yeah. If he does, what does that make our BP?
We'd be down to 1 point each. That's not hopeless. I mean, sure, we'll be a little further away from the goal, but all we've got to do is earn those points back.
And when will we do that?
Okay, well, I don't actually know. But it's pretty obvious that we'll be playing this game more than once. After all, we can't get to 9 BP if we don't.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Well, you won. The decision's yours. Now decide. Ally or betray?
Why is she not telling us to betray this time?
3, 2, 1.
In that last moment with the counter reached 0, I made my choice. I mean, I guess I'll go with ally again. It's still the most sensible option to take. Like, betray is, like, kind of almost never a good idea. Unless you absolutely have to.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer, sure. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
So you chose ally, huh?
You don't get to complain. I won, remember?
Not complaining. I just think you're being a little soft-hearted.
Oh, you worry too much. I'm sure Tenmyoji chose ally too.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't have any facts, just misguided optimism.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. We should have a look at those
Fine.
results.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally,
Let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game! Round of results!
If everybody would please.
Huh. Interesting. This is the same as before. This is the same as before. This is... Everybody's selections are the same as they were in the different pairings, except Tenmyoji is choosing to betray now. So maybe the only reason he picked ally before was because it was with Quark. Well, we're boned.
Here are the results from your game. Now, Let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Sigma. Phi. I'm sorry.
Why? Temyoji, why? I trusted you.
Look, I said I was sorry.
See? I told you. A soft heart is the easiest to break. Do you understand what kind of game this is now?
Just tell me one thing, Temyoji. Why'd you do it?
Are you serious? Someone's dead, and not just dead, murdered. I got no reason to think that murderer wasn't one of you. Only an idiot trusts someone he's never met when there's a killer on the loose. You think I had a choice? Right. I think that's enough for me. I'm old, and I'm tired. So tired.
Temyoji shuffled off, the same weight I'd seen earlier sitting heavy on his shoulders. It was only then that I noticed an angry voice nearby.
Hey! What the hell is this?
Hey, look, lady, I was gonna choose ally, I swear to God. But just as I'm about to do it, this little bastard runs in and hits the betray button.
What?
Oh, come on. Really gonna just try and play it dumb, huh? You're a manipulative little twerp, aren't you?
Quark, is he telling the truth? Were you the one who chose betray?
No! I didn't do anything! I didn't have a chance to do anything before Mr. Dio pressed the button! I'm telling the truth! I promise!
Sure, kid. Whatever. The cute and innocent act isn't gonna work.
No!
Their story is different too, weirdly enough. Like in this one, he literally just... I mean, I'm still assuming Dio's the jerk in this case, because I don't think his motives could change that much between what happened. But there wasn't an elaborate story related to it this time. It was just like, nope, he did it, and the other one says, nope, he did it.
Fine. You just wait.
Alice turned on her heel and stormed off before Quark could reply, leaving him alone with Dio.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me? How could you do that, Mr. Dio? You're a jerk.
Moved away silently to let them stare daggers at one another. Seeing that theirs were the only team facing some friction, however.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray? Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
The air in the room seemed to turn thick and sour, hanging over us like a brooding, angry cloud. It was a grim omen of darker times to come. Yeah, like... Oh boy.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said if there's a
Yeah.
round one, then...
Besides, that's impossible without...
Oh, yeah, you're right. There was...
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AV gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, so...
So they close.
The Ambidex Round 2 Moon Cards.
I mean, we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them.
Yes, indeedy. Now, you'll...
So...
I don't know. As many times.
It's anybody's guess how long...
Yeah, this part's the
So
same.
it's over when...
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Right, which actually happened before because Quark didn't open the door for some reason. Oh, wait, no, because he disappeared before he got 9 BP. We never figured out what happened to him.
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP. After all, if there's no money that happens, you'll just run 100, run
24
2,000.
billion, right.
Although, I really...
Can I ask you
I
something?
don't know. Can you?
This rules about him going to secondary doors, right? Like you have to have 3 people
Yeah.
exactly, with number 9 door.
Nope. There aren't any. It could be one.
Yeah, all 9 of you.
All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go. Maybe it's not.
You don't need 3 people, you just need the
Well,
bracelets.
You can.
That's not what you told me.
Then explain.
Just use the.
What?
There's a sort of scanner. It checks to see if the right people.
People are going through,
But
right?
that doesn't necessarily.
So,
Scanning the
Ding ding
bracelets.
ding! As long as the scanners. It doesn't matter how many people there are!
Wait, hold on a minute. These things even come off.
No,
They do. You either go through the number 9 door.
To get as soon as you're out.
What's the second?
Second way is you
Hey,
die.
see, what's the second one?
Oh, Theo. I think you already.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
I think you already know. And we did learn. We did kind of suspect in the previous one that, yeah, he does maybe already know.
Of course I do.
Oh, well. I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really. You die.
Here's an exciting fact. You know what an technically.
Yeah,
Anyway,
your heart rate is 0.
fancy little bracelets. So,
The lock on the bracelet.
yep. So there you go. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, if you try something harebrained, I don't think
Right,
you need
you
to.
get penalized.
If you're lucky, you. Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you.
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain it? Somebody might die.
There. That's pretty clear, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Alas or Siggy. Or Fido. Or maybe Mooney. Or maybe everyone.
Everyone. What?
why?
Why everyone though?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Zero didn't say everyone the last time.
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. I'm pretty sure I already told you. Correct, Siggy.
I get it. Sigma, Phi, Alice, and I only have 1 BP. If any of us chose Ally and got betrayed, our BP would drop below 0.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
Is there anything else you conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
You know, there is actually something that Zero has left out because we still haven't found out about the somebody has to vote every round bit.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew.
2 more to go everything in my head. Okay, yeah. Someone opens the number 9 door. I think this part is the same. Possible for everyone to escape. Just need the bracelets. If you hit 0, your bracelet activate, killing you.
Uh-oh. The next set of chromatic doors, you already
Right.
saw them. There
Red,
should
blue,
have
and
been
green.
3. That means that to get.
But wait! You've all... The colors changed.
Okay, so is this the same? No. Because I think I was the cyan pair. Now I'm magenta pair. Sigma 1 and who else is?
Mine's magenta too.
Okay, Sigma and Clover. Magenta pair.
Me too.
Quark is magenta solo.
Hey, wait! It wasn't just the color that changed.
I'm a
Right.
solo.
Clover and I are still pairs.
I'm a yellow pair now.
Alice 1 and
I am yellow as well, but it seems I'm still a pair.
K are yellow pairs.
Then who's the yellow soul?
Me.
Well, don't trust that guy.
Still a solo.
Okay, Tenyoji. Cyan Solo.
Looks like I'm Cyan.
I'm a cyan pair.
Luna. And
Aren't you one too?
Yeah.
Phi are the cyan pair.
Says pair, and the color's cyan.
When did they change?
Back
Doors
when the
closed. Yep.
As soon as the gates close, the parent solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, no rules or anything! Now, with all of that, sadly,
What?
well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll never see you guys again!
I skip this? I can, awesome. Don't have to listen to the rabbit anymore. He thinks about when he got brought here. Woke up in the room. Why is this happening to me? Spent the last few minutes. Yeah. Well, this part is still the same, even though we can't skip it, I think. We had to try and find another way out, so I shook my head, headed off. Guess I'll go to the lounge. These conversations should be fairly similar.
Ah, Sigma.
I think this was Alice and Dio last time.
Another dude. This place is turning into a real sausage fest.
Sure. What are you telling me for? Oh yeah, you were the one of the first people in here,
Yeah,
weren't you?
so?
Oh, did you notice anything?
No. Although I guess I did notice that the sofa's pretty comfortable.
Okay, how about something more useful?
I'd say that the comfort level of a sofa is pretty useful.
Right.
Dio, what's this?
That? What, you can't tell? It's a dirty magazine.
Come on, it says about astronomy. Can you even read?
Can you even see? Just look at those rings on Saturn. Don't they excite you?
It appears to be a special dedicated to a lunar eclipse. The cover says the eclipse can be observed on December 31st, 2028.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess it did say something like that.
December 31st, huh? That's 6 days from now.
6
So then
days, huh?
You mean today is December 25th?
Well, I mean, I think it is. It depends on how long I was out after they hit me with that gas, I suppose.
Hey, Kay. Your team went to the crew quarters, right? Did you find anything?
Neither of these two mentioned anything about when they were
Nothing of interest.
taken.
You better not be hiding something.
There really wasn't anything helpful, at least nothing that could help us escape. There was a book about a cat, though.
A cat? What, so now Zero Senior's a crazy cat lady? Just what the hell are we supposed to do with that tidbit?
Well, it's more useful than how comfortable the sofa is.
Hey! The sofa's comfort level is very useful.
Sure.
What?
I think you must have misunderstood me. This book isn't for, cat ladies. It's about Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit about the breed, genius. Anyway, I'm a dog person, if you couldn't tell.
No, it's not an issue of breed.
Okay. So it's a story about poor Mr. Schrodinger and his beloved cat, right? Don't tell me. The cat dies at the end. Who fucking who?
Fine. Never mind.
Yeah, Dio is like the most unhelpful guy ever. Like, I kind of want to pair up with him just so I can betray him. So Luna and Phi show up.
Oh, hello, Sigma.
So this is where you were.
Did any of you find anything?
Nope, we got squad.
You were looking, though, right? Hey, answer me.
Oh, well, I mean, we weren't wasting time. I was just asking them what they'd found.
And?
Nothing.
Useless.
What about
Yeah.
you, Sigma? You were one of the people searching the infirmary, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. It'd take too long to explain. Just have a look at this. Took the paper out of my pocket and handed it to Luna.
It looks like a piece of newspaper.
Well, now she has a medical license, so maybe she would know something about this? Friend
The
of
headline
hers said.
says, Radical 6 infection spreads.
Right.
Cure continues to elude authorities.
What? What is Radical 6?
Let's read the article.
Okay, the Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
So we wonder if we're in quarantine. Several long minutes no one spoke. Mosquito finally broke the spell.
Is there a chance? I mean, I certainly hope it isn't the case, but could it be that this facility is, in fact, one of the quarantine locations that clipping mentions?
Yeah, but then why the whole, like, weird betrayal game?
Then, you're saying we're all infected with this Radical 6 virus?
I don't know. It doesn't really fit. I mean, none of us show any kind of symptoms.
Well, I do feel a little strange. I've lost my balance a few times.
My body feels kind of weird too now that you mention it.
That's probably just because you were asleep for so long.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting that our incarceration here has nothing to do with this article?
Yeah,
Why put it in the safe?
it just doesn't add up. The order's backwards. Maybe if we'd been thrown in here after this virus started spreading. But right now it looks like we were abducted before this thing turned into a pandemic. How's that make any kind of sense? Besides, you found that article in the safe, right? That means Zero Senior put it there specifically so we could find it and read it.
Why would Zero do something like that?
So that we'd think this place is a quarantine facility. So that we'd think what Zero wants us to think.
Yeah, but even before considering the fact that that's what Zero wants us to think, we didn't think it was this. So that seems like the opposite of what he would want.
How do you mean?
This thing is just a prop. Something to set the scene. Zero's trying to freak us out. That article is a fake.
You've got a point. If it was real, why cut it out? Just leave a newspaper with the article circled in red pen or something.
Right? That lazy son of a bitch. Probably too much of a pain in the ass to fake a whole paper.
What does the other side look like?
The other side? Oh, hold on. It's black.
See? There you go. Why would a newspaper just be black on one side?
Well, perhaps there was an ad there.
An ad?
Some sort of full-page ad with a black background.
No. I bet you money an article like this was front page news. It's too big of a story. I really don't think they put full page ads on the back of the front page.
Exactly. Even I know that, and I can count the number of times I've read a paper on one hand. If Zero Senior really wanted to trick us, why not go all out? Only an idiot would fall for this. It's pathetic. Am I right or what?
I suppose you do have a point.
Yeah, I feel like there's another layer to this that we're not considering. I just don't know what that is.
Yes, I agree.
Besides, I don't remember ever hearing any news about a pandemic. If it was really killing hundreds of thousands of people, I'm pretty sure we'd have been on the news or something.
You're right. We would have heard about it.
Alright, well, let's have a look around, see if we can find anything else.
Good idea.
Be off then. About you guys. Since it seemed to be they intend to remain. Okay, well, see you all later. Wave me to the exit. Where to next? Go to the infirmary next. Don't necessarily have to go to the place we went to for the puzzle last. So let's see who'll be in here.
Sigma, huh? What do you want?
One, I just came by to check up on you.
Oh. I thought maybe you were here to kill me.
Why would I do that?
Because I betrayed you in the last AB game.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm the reason you and Fire down to 1 BP.
But that's hardly a reason to kill you. Yeah, we wouldn't really get anything
Maybe.
from that. It was clear that conversation wasn't going anywhere. I shut my mouth and looked around the room. So is it just
On
you
this side
here?
of the divider, yeah.
This side?
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
Oh, the lady who was murdered, you mean? Yeah, you've been acting kind of weird ever since we found her. Why is that?
Well, what, isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out? What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
It's just because we've got a lot of other stuff to think about. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? Trying to escape from a game that's just made it clear that it has no problems killing them.
Oh, just trying to survive, huh? Then
Yeah.
don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you? I'll bet you a pound of neodymium the bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her. Who else could it be?
Zero is one of us. You're saying one of us murdered the old lady. You saw it too, right? Person in the gas mask?
Yeah,
Did you notice anything?
not really. The gas made pretty short work of me. Me and Quark.
What? You and Quark were grabbed together?
Yeah. Yeah, we were.
So your grandson?
So what if he is? Why do you want to know? That doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here.
But what if it does? Maybe it'll shed some light on something else.
I'm pretty sure it won't.
Why's that?
Quark's got nothing to do with this.
So it's got something to do with you then?
What is it, goddammit? What do you want? Why don't you just leave me alone?
Because you're suspicious.
What? There's nothing suspicious about me.
Alright, tell me this then. When and where did Zero Sr. abduct you?
Forgive me if I don't feel like spilling my guts to a guy who probably hates him right now.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark. Quark!
Hey, stop it. Quark! Don't tell him a damn thing!
Whoa, you're getting more suspicious by the... I'd started toward the partition as I spoke with the intention of finding Quark. I found him as I rounded the divider, but... he was just standing there, a blank, slightly confused look on his face. Hey, Quark? You alright? Can you hear me?
Huh? What? Is something happening?
I turned to look at Tenmyoji. He looked back, confused. Weren't you listening to our conversation?
Yeah. You were just talking so fast. I couldn't really understand.
This is what happened to us last time. It's happening to him now. Huh. I wonder if this... Is this one of the symptoms of Radical 6 that your, like, world goes into, hyperspeed? Or that you go into slow motion? Fast.
My head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what you were saying. I'm fine now, though. Whatever it was seems to be gone.
Are you sure you're okay?
I think I'm just tired. Being stuck in this place is pretty exhausting. And...
He glanced at the bed in the back of the room. On it lay the body of the old woman. What? Tenmyoji, what the hell were you thinking? You can't let Quark back here.
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Quark, get over here.
Anyway, I'm really sure you're okay now?
yeah.
Maybe Luna should have a look at you. Supposedly, she's some sort of doctor.
I said I was fine. Gosh, Grandpa, you're such a worrier. You always freak out over nothing. I'm fine.
Well, it looks to me like you're doing fine. I guess we don't have anything to worry about.
Yep. Come on. Let's get back to work. I'm guessing you didn't find a secret passage somewhere, huh?
Nope.
I see.
You go check up on the others then. Temyoji. Keep an eye on him, alright?
What, you think I need you to tell me that?
What is happening? He grinned and turned toward the exit. Where to go next? Out. Yeah.
Oh, Sigma.
Watson Clover.
Well, have you found anything?
Nope. What about you?
Nothing. I looked through 3 or 4 of the rooms in here. No secret passages so far.
I don't think we're gonna find any. Do you really think Zero Senior is that stupid?
You're probably right. A secret passageway would be a pretty serious oversight. I have a lot of choice adjectives for Zero, but I admit stupid isn't one of them.
Right?
Hey, there's something I've been wondering
What?
about. So, what exactly is the deal with the two of you?
What do you mean?
Well, you obviously know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we do. We're half-sisters.
Really? That... Because in the previous round, they said they worked together. Now they're saying they're half-sisters?
Any
I mean,
chance you'd buy that one?
Both of them... Okay, so that's not true.
Then what do you think we are?
I didn't feel like playing games. What's headquarters supposed to mean?
What?
I heard you two talking in the infirmary. Said something about getting in touch with headquarters. Yeah.
Alice, what should we do?
Alice laid her hands on her hips and sighed.
Clover and I are co-workers.
Where do you co-work?
We can't tell you that.
Why not? Is it some sort of secret government project that you can't talk about?
You can tell yourself that if it makes you feel better.
Cat is having hairball problems. Does it have something to do with Zero?
Why would you think that?
You seem to know more about Zero than you're letting on, Clover. The way you were talking in the infirmary. There's even a Zero. Sure sounds like you've heard of Zero before to me. And Alice, from what you two were saying, I bet you know something about Zero too. Come on, you can't hide it forever. Just tell me what's going on here.
Well, this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
Uh-huh.
Clover.
It's okay. I think we can tell him a little.
What do you mean this isn't the first time?
About a year ago, 9 people were kidnapped and forced to play a game.
Okay, so this is the first time we've actually directly referenced the first game, I think. So, it was about a year ago.
The rules were different, but it was called the Nonary game too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. I guess only 7 of them were really kidnapped. I mean, 2 of them were actually the ones behind it. No, I guess if I count the other 2, then there were 9.
Okay.
Anyway, the people behind that Nonary game also called themselves Zero.
Hold on there, Clover. Can you give me more details? Besides, how do you even know about this in the first place?
Because I was part of it. I was one of the people who got kidnapped.
What? Yeah. This is your second nonary game.
No, it's my 3rd.
Yeah, now Sigma gets to find out all the crazy nonsense that happens in this series.
The same thing happened 10 years ago.
What are you? Then that means you have to have something to do with this.
I guess you could say that.
What do you mean, you guess? How could you not? Whoever keeps doing these nonary games must have decided they wanted you to play a third one.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because the game was run by a different person both times. And the guy behind the first nonary game has already been arrested.
What about the second one? You said there were 2 people for that one.
They're still on the run, but...
Then it has to be them.
No, I really don't think so.
Why?
Because they already did what they were trying to do. There's no way they'd have another nonary game.
I mean, there's no way for Sigma to understand that, but yeah, there's not really any reason for June and Santa to run another game. At least not that we know of. Well, that makes no sense, so let me see if I have this straight. The nonary game has already been done twice by different people and for different reasons.
Yes. Well, I can't be totally sure, but I think so.
Why is whoever's doing this calling it the nonary game? Is it just a coincidence that they're calling themselves Zero?
I don't know.
It's not good enough. You've got to think. Clover, you're the key to figuring all this out, but you've got to think.
But I don't know. Oh,
What?
the gas mask.
Gas mask. Oh yeah, I saw it too. But what about it?
Well, somebody in a gas mask showed up and used that white smoke stuff on me. That's what happened a year ago. And that's what happened on the 22nd. Someone with a gas mask attacked Alice and me while we were...
Whoa, then it's got to be the same person.
But I don't know why they do that. I mean, they already did what they needed to do. And if it was them, then I don't know why all these other people are here. Except for me and Alice, none of you guys have anything to do with what happened a year ago. Right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know I didn't have anything to do with it. You sure you've never met any of the other people here?
Yeah, I'm sure. I know I've never met Luna, or Dio, or Tenmyoji, or Quark, or Phi. But Kay...
Huh.
Right. There's no way to know who he is under that armor. And if his memory loss is real, he wouldn't know even if he had met any of us.
Unless we can get that mask off him, I can't say for sure if I've met him before or not.
Then, before one of us could break the silence... Luna? I think she's the only one we haven't seen yet. Tenmyoji. What's wrong?
Luna! Where's Luna?
She's not here.
What's wrong?
It's Quark. Something bad's happened.
Hey, calm down. What happened to Quark?
He just collapsed. I have to find Luna. She said she was some kind of a doctor, right?
Luna's over in the lounge. Oh, was she in the lounge? Okay. Where's Quark?
He's in the infirmary.
Yeah, that's where he collapsed, probably. Got it. I'll go get Luna. You head back to the infirmary. Clover, Alice, you're with me.
Okay.
Right.
We bolted out of the crew quarters and headed toward the lounge and Luna. The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds his results lit up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
Is it Radical 6?
Oh no.
Felt my stomach lurch. Don't tell me.
He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
of this virus? Radical 6, I mean.
Yeah, they have. I told them about it before we went to the lounge.
What? No. No, that can't be right. Quark can't be... There must be something we can do. How can we cure him?
Well, the Atom says that there's an antiviral serum called Excelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it?
Was there none in the infirmary?
Sigma, Tenmyoji, and I looked everywhere. We didn't find anything.
We didn't find anything like that in the crew quarters either.
No luck in the lounge.
Oh God. Then he's going to... Oh God, no.
Tenmyoji's voice broke as he spoke. With a tortured sigh, he collapsed to his knees.
Quark?
Quark!
Took the helmet off.
Oh, thank God. You're awake.
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
Like this!
Quark's hand moved like lightning. He grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight towards his heart. Stop!
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey guys, we could use a hand here.
Yeah, right.
On it.
Me too!
Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Tenmyoji, what the hell are you doing? Get over here. Tenmyoji, can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body! They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape! Please!
Whoa.
You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Kill me! Ah!
This kid's lost it. Hey, somebody get that scalpel away from him.
Right! I've got it!
Good job, Clover. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are we gonna do? We gotta calm him down somehow.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Soparil Beta.
Soparil.
That's the anesthetic! The one that's in our bracelets!
Good, perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But...
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just... Okay, I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves. Everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, I guess we're good for now.
Yes.
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
You shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article Sigma showed me.
You'd better not be lying.
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses that do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So
I mean,
when
it's a
Clark
reasonable
tried to kill
guess.
himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too?
Yes. At least, I think so.
So what kind of virus is this? I pulled the newspaper article out of my pocket and looked at it again. Everyone else crowded in.
Look at this last line. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
Are you saying this is some kind of quarantine zone?
I already explained this. That's not possible.
Why not?
He ran through what he told the rest of us in the lounge.
Then you're saying the newspaper article was faked?
But the virus is clearly real. That Adam machine told us he was infected with Radical 6.
So, do you know how that thing works? I bet there's 1,000 ways to hack it. Zero Senior probably just programmed it so that it would spit out whatever he wanted. Besides, there was something Sigma mentioned. Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
What?
What did you say?
Alice, what the hell?
As much as
Explain.
I would love to. I'm sorry. Time's up. Hit the buttons on your bracelet.
We gotta get to the doors.
Then we only have 5 minutes until the chromatic doors open downstairs.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but I'd really need more than 5 minutes to explain this.
As if you'd tell us even if there was time, right?
Or would I? Who knows?
Fine. We'll deal with this later. Right now, we need to get to the elevator and head down to floor B.
what are we going to do about Quark?
I'll carry him.
Are you sure?
I can't just leave the boy here. Besides, if we don't have Quark's bracelet, there'll be one team who can't open their secondary door.
Yeah. Also, have they mentioned that not going in the chromatic doors essentially kills you?
If that happens.
They'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very well then. I will carry Quark. I will be able to move much faster than Tenmyoji.
So is no, he's a solo. So
You make a good point. Look, are you sure about this? Can I trust you?
You have nothing to worry about.
Fine. Just be careful.
Of course.
All right, let's go. We're running out of time, people. Move!
by his command, we all began to run. The door opened and we spilled out into the warehouse.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
They're open! We need to hurry.
Who's going to go in which door?
What's your options?
We're almost out of time. Pay attention. We've only got time to do this once. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I think we can clear it out though. So Clover, Sigma, Myoji, Luna, Phi, Dio, K, Alice, and Quark. So that's option A. Clover, Iron, Dio, Luna, Phi, and Quark. Okay. Sigma. Clover, Sigma, Dio, Luna, Phi, Quark, K, Alice, Tenmyoji, B, C, Clover, Sigma, Quark, Luna, Phi, Tenmyoji, K, Alice, and Dio.
Three minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
So how do we want to pair
I think
up?
the people who have the greatest disadvantage should get to choose.
What do you
The
mean?
people who have 1 BP.
So you, Phi, Luna, and Sigma?
Which is the people in the pairs.
Yes, exactly.
All right, then. Who do you want to go with, Alice?
Anyone but Dio.
So Alice does not want Dio.
I'd rather die than get paired up with that prick. Just anyone but him.
Damn. That's a lot of hate.
What did you expect? You betrayed me.
Hey, I told you already. That was Quark.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
What? You're telling me you trust him more than me? Anybody other than Dio could mean Quark, you know. You willing to pair up with him?
He's asleep. I don't really think I need to worry about him voting.
Got a point. I glanced over at Quark. He looked tiny, cradled in Kay's arms, fast asleep. If I didn't know better, I'd think he was just a kid who tired himself out from playing too hard.
All right, bye. Who do you want to go with?
Yeah, these two... Or no, they're not on the same team. Phi and Luna are on the same team.
Anyone other than Tenmyoji is fine.
Yeah, I can see, you can see why that choice is...
My reasoning is the same as Alice's. He betrayed me last time.
I guess that's fair.
If we want to honor Alice and Phi's requests, then we can go with any option besides C.
Yep.
So, A or B?
Oh, hold on. We've got 2 other people with 1 BP. How about you, Luna?
I don't really have a preference. Clover and Kay did betray me last time, but
They're both pairs now, though. And since you're a pair too, there's no way you'd end up going through the same door as them.
yeah.
All right, then, Sigma. How about you?
Let's see. Clover and I were a pair. That meant I had to choose one of the 3 solos. Alright, so I think this is where we're gonna call it. I'm gonna think about this option. And basically the one they wouldn't like is option C, that I go with Quark. so I'll probably have to pick Tenyoji or Dio. But we're going to call it here, think about it, and go over the options so we can figure out what I'm going to do, and we'll pick this up next time. I mean, I have a feeling things aren't going to go well no matter who I pick, but yeah. But, you know, I think that one path that we took before, I think the point is that we need to figure out what that password is, and presumably, since it gives us the option to enter it in, if we can find that password in some of these other paths, even if it results in some bad endings, then, you know, who knows? We can use that to escape on the good path and, you know, find that good ending we're looking for and maybe solve some of these mysteries. So, or who knows, maybe it's an entirely different path that we need to find. Either way, we'll get to it eventually. So, hope you all have been enjoying this. I know I've been having a good time with it, so you know, have a good evening, and we'll catch you next time.